Good morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. This is Kevin Moon from God's Country. It's time for your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's weather. Now, here's my friend, Dr. Don.
It is a good morning across East Alabama and West Georgia as we get set to talk to you about some weather across the area today. Don't forget about Magic on Main. Now, they will be open this afternoon, 4 p.m. until 8 p.m. and then again on Friday. So make your plans to stop by Magic on Main in downtown Roanoke. Beautiful downtown Roanoke, and go ice skating. Also stop by Shepherd's Fine Jewelry and Gifts. Miss Judy will be there today, and she'll be able to show you what she has left in the store. Of course, they're in the process of closing, but they've restocked the store from items that they had in storage. So go by there and take a look. If you buy a Christmas ornament, you get 2 free. So you buy 1, get 2 free, and then everything in the store is 50% off. Give Miss Judy a call if there's something specific that you're looking for, 334-863-2812, or if you want to set up a special time to go by there and take a look at what she has left, is Shepherd's Fine Jewelry and Gifts in downtown Roanoke. All right, folks, here we go, and there's a lot to talk about this morning. We'll start off with the Storm Prediction Center convective outlook for today. Typically, we don't talk about thunderstorms this time of year, and we're not going to talk about thunderstorms today or tomorrow, but would you look at Saturday? We may have some strong thunderstorms across South Alabama over into southeast Alabama, southwest Georgia, and then there is a marginal risk of severe weather along the Florida Panhandle, northwest Florida, on Saturday. At the same time, we may be dealing with a winter weather storm to the north of this area. It is the south. It's crazy. That's just the way the weather is around here. Well, I've already thrown that S word out there, so here we go. First thing I'm going to show you is the GFS. There are 2 basic models that we're watching. Of course, there are literally hundreds of models out there, but you have to understand every model is kind of skewed to look at something a little bit different in the atmosphere. The 2 main models we use in the United States is the GFS and the NAM. And so those are the 2 I'm going to show you this morning. I'm not going to get down in the weeds with this thing because we're still too early to start trying to give you hard specifics of what we think is going to happen this weekend. I think there will be a winter storm. I think it will be somewhere across the southeastern United States. I still say northeast Georgia has the best chance of seeing the highest snow accumulation. There is a chance we could see a crippling ice storm from Atlanta Metro all the way back into South Carolina. There's a possibility that could happen. We're not saying it's going to. It's still too early. We got to get this thing developed. And we got to get it into the southeastern United States before we can see exactly how it's going to set up. So a lot of variables going on here. But I will show you this total snow output from the GFS and the NAM based on what we know this morning. This thing runs every so often. It runs multiple times a day, and it's going to change every time it runs. But as of this morning, here's what we're looking at. So this is the GFS. This has been the more conservative model, if you will. Still showing up there northeast Georgia, up there extreme northeast Georgia, right along the North Carolina, Rabun County line up there in the mountains of northeast Georgia. We could be looking at 6 to 7 inches of snow. Down around Gainesville, Georgia, we're looking at 2 to 4 inches of snow. We are looking at potentially a dusting down there in Atlanta Metro, especially on the north side. And look at you, East Alabama and West Georgia. The GFS is showing some slight accumulations across the area this morning. The bullseye being up there right around Mount Cheahaw. Along I-20, maybe Anniston, Oxford, down to Mount Cheahaw. Is where I would expect the highest totals to be there in East Alabama, but we can't rule out a dusting to a ½ inch all the way down to Ashland, Lineville, and then back over to Wedowee and Randolph. It appears to cut off pretty sharply there right around Roanoke, so you may have to go a little north of Roanoke to see anything. And then over in Carroll County and down into Hurd and back back over into Coweta. We're looking at maybe a dusting if the GFS is correct. And this would be Sunday afternoon. You're going to be rain on Saturday night, and Sunday morning, and then Sunday afternoon as the backside of the moisture moves through and the temperatures drop below 32, or at least into the mid-30s. We're going to see that switch over to snow across East Alabama. Up here in the northeast Georgia mountains, though, we could be looking at snow for well over 24 hours. Most of everything that falls could be snow. All right, so now that is the conservative model. Now let me show you the one that's a little bit liberal. Yeah. Big numbers right there. If this were to verify, we're looking at upwards of 10 to 11 inches across northeast Georgia. I would expect that to be in the highest elevations along the Appalachian Trail, along the Appalachian Mountains, and north of the mountain range is where I would expect that 10 to 11 inches. And then as we come back down to the South Atlanta metro, you could easily see 5 or 6 inches of snow if this verifies. And that also stretches back into East Alabama, Cleburne, even down into eastern Clay, western Randolph, northeastern Randolph, Carroll, and Hurd, showing some snow there as well, maybe up to an inch, inch and a half, if this model were to verify. So, folks, you kind of have to take a blend of these two, and the truth is probably going to be somewhere in the middle. So, again, we plan on doing a live update tonight at 7 p.m., and I'm hoping by that time, or at least maybe sometime this afternoon, we'll start to get a little more clarity on exactly what we think is going to happen this weekend. A couple of things are becoming obvious. It has become very obvious we're going to have a winter event this weekend. I think now we're beginning to hone in on the best window of opportunity for frozen precipitation across East Alabama and West Georgia, and that's going to be Sunday afternoon. I think we're beginning to see that the significant snow depth is going to be across northeast Georgia. I think one of the things that we kind of need to get a little better idea about how it's going to evolve is going to be the potential of an ice storm across portions of East Georgia back into South Carolina. Maybe we have more information about that before today is done. I certainly hope so. So that's how we see it right now. Yes, East Alabama. Yes, Central Alabama. We're talking all of Central Alabama, East Alabama, West Georgia. You're probably going to see snow. It probably will be Sunday afternoon. It probably will last 3 or 4 hours. You may get a dusting up to about a half inch. Higher elevations could potentially see 1 inch. That's what we're going with for now. But again, that could change as we go a little bit closer to the event. All right, so here we go with your afternoon temperatures. 59 in Roanoke. Ashland will go to 57. How about 54 up there in Lineville? Wedowee goes to 58. Ranburne will top out at 56, and we'll go to 58 this afternoon down in Lafayette. It'll be a mostly sunny to partly cloudy day, a little gusty from time to time with the wind, but we'll stay dry today. Here's your 6-day forecast. Don't forget to head over to YouTube and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather. Click that little bell. That's your notification bell, so that you'll get a push notification every time we go live to talk about winter weather or severe weather. So 59 in the afternoon, pretty nice spring-like day if you want to look at it that way. I mean, we're going to almost hit 60 this afternoon under sunny skies. That's pretty good. 30 will be your overnight low. And then as we head toward Friday, we'll start the day mostly sunny. Could see a few clouds in the afternoon with some filtered sunlight as our storm system starts to approach from the west. 55 will be your high tomorrow, down to 36 tomorrow night. Then on Saturday, again, we'll start with some filtered sunlight in the morning. We'll go mostly cloudy by noon, and then by afternoon we could start to see a few showers moving in from the west. I think the rain will probably hold off until mid to late afternoon. 55 will be the high on Saturday, down to 37 on Saturday night. We'll increase that rain chance to a 90% chance of rain during the overnight on Saturday night. That will continue into Sunday morning. Now, I think we stay all liquid Saturday night. I think we stay all liquid Sunday morning up until late morning, maybe around noon. If we get enough cold air filtering back in from the east, remember, we have two things going on here. We have the low pressure that's coming out of the west, and we have that cold air damming that's going to be coming back in out of the east. So there are a lot of players involved in this ball game for this weekend winter storm. It's got to line up just right, but we think it will. We think that cold air will spill in from the northeast as the moisture moves to the east from the west. And sometime around noon on Sunday, we think East Alabama and West Georgia will change over to a mixture of rain and snow. And then for a couple of hours on the back end of all of this, I think you go all snow. And I think you will see at least a dusting, maybe up to a half to 1 inch. The 1 inch totals would be in the higher elevations of East Alabama and West Georgia. It's going to be a cold, raw, nasty day either way. 39 is all we're going to do on Sunday. 29, your overnight low. Then we go back to partly cloudy skies Monday morning, mostly sunny by afternoon, and 45. Very cold Monday night, down to 26, and then Tuesday will start to warm up a bit under sunny skies. 50 will be your high, overnight low, 31. All right, let's go back to the Southern Union State Community College Live Doppler HD radar. This is not current. This is actually not a radar. This is your Futurecast radar, and this is the GFS, and I wanted to put it in motion for you. And I'm going to go down to East Alabama and West Georgia, and we're going to run this thing through. Now, again, this is the conservative model. And what you're looking at right here is at about 5:43 p.m. On Saturday afternoon. So late in the day, Saturday, we start to see that rain move in across East Alabama and West Georgia. Here we go at about 8:30 Saturday night. We've got some pretty significant rain breaking out down there around I-85. And maybe some rumbles of thunder south of I-85 on Saturday night. And then this is at about 11:30 on Saturday evening. Here we go at about 2:30 Sunday morning. There's 5 a.m. Sunday morning. There could be a brief changeover to a mixture of rain and snow or all snow there across East Alabama at around 5 a.m. Sunday morning. The radar, or the Futurecast radar anyway, seems to think we could see a little snow across Clay, Randolph, up into Cleburne, back up into Calhoun, and all the way back up toward Gadsden around 5 a.m. Sunday morning. That would not last long at all. That would just be a quick burst of snow that might last 20 minutes or so. And then as we head out there around 8 a.m., we still have some snow up there around Anniston maybe. Here we are at 11 a.m., maybe a mixture across Randolph, Eastern Cleburne, back over to Carroll, along I-20, back over to Atlanta. It looks like it's snowing pretty good in Atlanta at about 11 a.m. on Sunday morning. And then here we go at 1 o'clock. About 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, we have snow right there across Randolph County, back over into Hurd, up into Carroll and Cleburne County, maybe even stretching down into Chambers County. Could get a mixture of rain and snow by about 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. So I just wanted to show you that Futurecast radar because I think that is probably, you're going to see at least that, I think. I'll just leave it right there. All right, folks, don't forget to follow us on the Twitter. The handle over there is at DSTREN1040. And we post all of our weather information on Twitter just like we do on YouTube and the Facebook. Don't forget to follow us there. And head over to DrDonWX.com. That's our website. You can download our brand new weather app. You can also donate and help support us. All you got to do is click on that donate button. Also, make sure you click on the more button, go down to God's Country, and then you can download the Mixler app and listen to God's Country anywhere in the whole wide world. You get my weather forecast on both of those stations. All right, we do plan on having a special winter weather update for you at 7 o'clock tonight, 7 Central tonight, just like we did last night. So mark your And mark your calendars, it's today. But, I mean, make yourself a reminder maybe to be sure and do that. You know, if you'll go over there to YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click that bell, you'll get a push notification when we go live. You get them on Facebook, but sometimes that Facebook algorithm just doesn't notify you soon enough. And sometimes we're done before you get notified we're live. So if you'll go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell, you'll be guaranteed to get a push notification the second we go live. And if you download the Dr. Don Weather app, you're going to get a push notification that way also. And we broadcast our live videos over on Dr. Don's website. So if something were to happen to Facebook or YouTube, you still got a way of watching us. So you might want to do that today as well. All right, so I'm out of here, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll see you back in here first thing tomorrow morning with your next prime time. And I'll see you tonight at 7 Central with a winter storm update. Dr. Don's Weather.